Okay, continuing on with our list here, just as we make sure to get as much done as we can. In this one, I have some silicone. So silicone can come in a lot of different forms as well. This one happens to be very solid chunks. Interesting thing with silicone is you can see that some parts of it are shiny and some parts aren't. That could be rust. It could be any sort of thing. You're pretending you're Mendeleev right now. Think about why it could sometimes be rusty, sometimes be shiny, and sometimes not. And then malleable. This piece is not very malleable. Once again, it could be the size of the piece, but this piece is not. Color is silver. You'll find that a lot of our elements are silver. Conductivity, just barely, like maybe a little bit. Not so much where it's not shiny. Crushing looks like not really. Maybe. Doesn't look crushable to me. Maybe if you hit it with a hammer. And it's a solid at a room temperature. Iron. Iron's another one. I keep talking about rust. Maybe you think of iron as having that rust color. That rust color actually isn't pure iron. That's iron oxide on the iron. Where you get the silver color is the iron itself. So yes, iron is shiny. It is Fe. It is malleable. So you can even bend a small piece like this. You can bend with your fingers. Silver in color. It is conductive. You can't crush it, and it is a solid. And then it comes in all sorts of different forms too, like here's some iron shavings, filings, and stuff like that. Aluminum, you probably don't think of aluminum coming in this form, but we did use this during the density. You probably think more of aluminum as aluminum foil that we use all the time. But aluminum can come in a bunch of different forms as well. Aluminum is obviously very malleable, has that silver color, conductive, and no, you cannot crush it. One crowd favorite of everyone everywhere, I think, is to play around with some lead. Unfortunately, if you were in class, we're not allowed to play with the lead anymore because the school district does not trust you to not wash your hands or to wash your hands and then not eat it, because if you get it on your hands, you can eat it, and lead is not good if it gets inside of your body. But we got a couple different forms here, and without touching it, I can do the conductivity test. And you can see that even with the little beads there, it is conductive. It is that gray color, clearly very malleable in its larger form, not crushable, stuff like that. And then these ones aren't on your list, but they're just kind of cool. We have tin. So this is where, if you ever heard aluminum foil called tin foil, it actually used to be made of tin, and you can actually still get tin foil in places. But in general, aluminum is a lot cheaper to produce nowadays, and that's why it changed over to aluminum foil. They still do use tin for like tin roofs and stuff like that. And the one that may make you super jelly, we do have one little roll here of actual silver. So obviously we kind of supervise this one because silver, even this small a quantity and in this form, is fairly expensive. But you can see how the edges over the years are getting a little rusted, changing color. And it's just kind of cool to say that you've held some silver. But not this year. COVID throwing a wrench on things. So instead you just get to envision yourself and be all jelly. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much.